Hello everyone and welcome back to another Tool Tech Tuesday with JIMS. This will be part one of a three-part series where we'll discuss all the JIMS components I chose for the curved bike build. In today's video, we'll cover fitment and technical details of JIMS transmissions. Next, we'll discuss their top-end oiling conversion kit for shovel head and then finish up the series talking about the features and benefits of their oil pumps. In each, I'll also discuss the modifications I made in the curved bike build process, so sit tight and let's get to it. When we build a performance engine for you, the rest of the drivetrain is always taken into consideration. Not only with the transmission's ability to handle the additional power, but also your riding style. Much of the thought behind it goes into the power range of the engine and, of course, the gear ratios. Quite often, a smaller engine can be built, but with proper gearing, thanks to torque multiplication, your bike can be just as fast or even faster than if you had a larger engine build. But you have the added benefit of a stronger transmission that you can really put through its paces. In other words, you have options when it comes to transmissions for your motorcycle, and I want you to know all the options that you have available. JIMS has been designing and manufacturing transmissions for over 25 years. Currently, they have fitments up to 2006 applications, basically models that didn't come from the factory with a cruise drive 6-speed. All the gears are made with aerospace quality steel and every component is precision machined and assembled to the quality level JIMS is known for, with warranties stretching out as long as 6 years or 60,000 miles on their complete units. They have broad coverage for decades of models. They even offer a 5-speed overdrive for RPM reduction, of course, at cruising speed, but it incorporates their main shaft that can handle over 800 foot-pounds of torque without flexing, bending, or braking. But we'll get to that one later on in the video. Let's start with the older applications. If you have a 4-speed FX or FL frame, they've got complete 5 and 6-speed transmissions. You can get them with cast or polished cases. Both of them utilize a close ratio 2.94 first gear, which will widen the speed range of your bike when shifting into second. For the 6-speed, it utilizes a 1-to-1 fifth gear, with 6th gear being a 0.86 to 1 overdrive. Now for your factory 5-speed frame owners, they offer 5-speed gear sets as well as complete transmissions, depending on the gear, of course. I actually chose a 5-speed complete transmission for the curved bike. Yes, it is a shovel head, but I utilized a complete 5-speed intended for an Evo Softail. I felt the gear ratios would complement the engine build, and quite frankly, I liked the idea of having a splined main shaft. I paired that up with an Evo Softail inner and outer primary, and it bolted right up. JIMS also offers 6-speed overdrive upgrade gear sets and complete transmissions all the way through the Evo and twin cam eras up to 2006, depending on the models. They utilize the same close ratio 294 first gear with a 0.86 overdrive 6th gear. Now, this will lower your RPM by about 475 at around 75 miles an hour. That's a pretty nice drop, but it's not too much. They also offer these in a right side drive version. Now, for large cubic inch engines, when using the right side drive, they incorporated an outboard bearing support for the main shaft to minimize the flex. And another cool feature is that the outboard bearing support is actually pressure-fed oil by a built-in oil pump. It's pretty cool. Last, it's time for the bear of all bears, the beast, the Fat 5 5-speed overdrive. The Fat 5 is pretty unique. And it's proven itself to handle just about anything you can throw at it. It has repeatedly passed testing at over 800 foot-pounds of torque on the main shaft. The gear ratios are quite unique. It has a 291 first with a 193 second, a 131 third. Then it has a 1-to-1 fourth gear with an 886 overdrive 5th gear. Now, you may say to yourself, that is quite a drop in ratio between first and second. And then the ratios are spread beyond what you may typically see. But this actually allows you more time in each gear with less shifting. You could certainly bolt one of these behind a stock engine, but with its broad gear ratios, it really shines with a built engine or an aggressive rider. JIMS developed compact shifter technology to increase the width and strength of each gear, with increases in width up to 53% over stock, depending on loads each gear must carry, of course. There also are no shift dogs on the gears. The gears remain stationary, incorporating shift rings, which allows 100% tooth-to-tooth contact. That means more strength, and that means smooth shifting. The trap door is also unique. It is super strong, so the Fat 5 will come with its own side cover. Now, when it comes to transmissions, you do have options. When considering one, it's important to think about how and where you ride, as well as the power range of your engine, be it stock or otherwise. Gear ratios are an important aspect of a total bike build. Pairing up gear ratios can be as important as choosing your cam, your throttle body size, and compression ratio choices. Do it right, and you can uncover the maximum potential of your investment. Thanks for watching. In the next Tool Tech Tuesday video with JIMS, we'll cover the top-end oiling conversion system for shovelhead, then finish off this series on the curve bike discussing their oil pumps. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a good one.